Hi friends, welcome to Supplementary Guru. Supplementary Guru ge Swagata. This is my third episode. In this episode, I'm teaching you the next concept from the lesson Chemical Reactions and the Equations for your SSLC supplementary examination. Okay, then let's get started. Today's concept is chemical reactions and equations. Friends, take a sheet of paper and learn along with me. These concepts are very easy, damn easy, friends. You all can write. Definitely, you can write in the examination. I promise. Okay. So now let's start with few important chemical equations. Basically, when I talk about chemical reactions and equations, there are certain important reactions which are very easy to learn. Very easy. Okay, I'll teach you now. Take a sheet of paper and learn with me. The first one is the combination reaction. See, first one is combination reaction. Then the second one is decomposition reaction. Decomposition reaction. And the third one is displacement reaction. Fourth one is double displacement reaction. Very easy, friends. First, combination, decomposition, displacement, double displacement reaction. Then let's learn. Okay, what is combination reaction then? See, in combination reaction, there will be two or more reactants. There will be two or more reactants. When they combine, they form a new product. That is called as combination reaction. Let's learn the first one. So first, second, third, and fourth. Now let's learn the combination reaction. Write it. How can we define combination reaction? There will be two or more reactants. Write it in simple words. Two or more reactants. Two or more reactants. When they combine, it forms a new product, which will be a single product. This is a single product. Okay, so two or more reactants, they combine to form new product. It is called as combination reaction. Okay, so let's write some of the chemical equations as examples, because you should know the examples also. You will be getting the marks for that. Okay, so some of the examples, as I told you, two or more reactants. So let me take two. Carbon combines with oxygen, it forms carbon dioxide. Hydrogen combines with oxygen, it forms water. Okay, very simple. Then calcium oxide, when it combines with water, that means when we add water to calcium oxide, we get calcium hydroxide. Along with this, heat is also produced. Very simple. Okay, very easy to learn. What is combination reaction? Let's recall. There will be two or more reactants. When they combine, it forms new product. Okay, examples. Carbon combines with oxygen, form carbon dioxide. Hydrogen combines with oxygen, it forms water. Calcium oxide combines with water, it forms calcium hydroxide, and heat is released in this reaction. Easy? Okay. Now this is the first one, finished. Now let's move towards the second one, that is decomposition reaction. What is decomposition? How to define? Very easy, friends. Again, it is very easy. Decomposition means, see, in the name only answer is there. Reaction is undergoing decomposition. Okay. So in decomposition reaction, there will be only one reactant. This reactant, it undergo decomposition to form two or more products. Let's write. What is decomposition reaction? There will be single reactant. I told you there will be single reactant. So this single reactant, it undergo decomposition. To form two or more products. Very simple. Single reactant undergo decomposition to form two or more products. That's all. You can write decomposition reaction. So now, when I talk about decomposition reaction, Friends, there are some types of decomposition reaction where there will be questions based on them, that is activity based questions. So when it comes to basically decomposition reaction, first let me teach the types of decomposition. See, types of decomposition are: first one, thermal decomposition; next one, photochemical; and next, electrolytic. Very easy. Thermal means heating, photochemical means reaction takes place in sunlight, photo means light, okay. Electrolytic means reaction taking place in the presence of electricity, that's all, okay. Thermal, photochemical, electrolytic. So these are the three different types of reactions which come under the decomposition reactions, okay. Thermal reaction, photochemical reaction, and electrolytic, that is decomposition reaction, okay. So now I will teach you one by one. We have finished learning the decomposition reaction. Then what is thermal? Now see, thermal. This is thermal decomposition. So when I talk about thermal decomposition, you can look at the textbook. Three important equations are here. One is this one. This is the activity based question, okay. Ferrous sulfate, when it is heated, thermal means heat. We are heating the reactant, okay. So this is the thermal decomposition. Ferrous sulfate, when it is heated, we get ferric oxide, sulfur dioxide, sulfur trioxide. Very easy. Ferrous sulfate, when we heat, we get ferric oxide, sulfur dioxide, sulfur trioxide. So these are the gases. Sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide are the gases. Okay. So next, calcium carbonate, when it is heated, we get calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Calcium carbonate, when we heat, that means it undergo decomposition to form calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Next, lead nitrate, when it is heated, that means it undergoes decomposition to form lead oxide, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. Very easy. These are the three types of activity based questions. You just write the equations, you can remember. See, under thermal, three equations. First, FeSO4, ferrous sulfate, when it undergoes decomposition, that means heat, we are heating ferrous sulfate, we get ferric oxide, Fe2O3, and the gases released are sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. Very simple. Next, calcium carbonate, when it undergoes decomposition, we get calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. And the next one, lead nitrate. Lead nitrate, when we heat, that means when it undergoes decomposition, it forms lead oxide, PbO plus NO2 plus O2. Very easy, friends. Don't confuse too much. Very, very simple. See, remember the equations. If they ask the types of decomposition reaction, first one you can write thermal and write these three examples. You will get marks. Definitely you will get marks. Okay. So next type of decomposition reaction is photochemical. Okay. So photochemical means the reaction which is taking in the presence of sunlight. Okay. Decomposition taking place in the presence of sunlight. Photochemical, it is also called as photolytic sometimes, okay, photochemical. So here you can observe silver chloride is there. Silver chloride, when we keep silver chloride in sunlight, we get silver and chloride. It is undergoing decomposition, okay. Silver chloride, when we keep it in the sunlight, silver chloride undergoes decomposition, it forms silver and chloride. Correct? So next, one more example is there. Silver bromide, same, AgBr. When we keep this in the sunlight, we get silver and bromide. Clear? Very simple. Photochemical reactions, two equations you learn. Right? Two to three times you learn. You write it and practice. Definitely it is easy for you to write. Next, the third type is the electrolytic. Okay. Electrolytic decomposition. So this decomposition reaction takes place in the presence of electricity. So what happens here is there will be water. So when we pass electricity to water, we get hydrogen and oxygen. That's all. Very easy. So electrolytic decomposition, there will be water. When we pass electricity, we get hydrogen and oxygen. These are the three important types of the decomposition reactions. Okay, so we have learned decomposition reaction. Let's recall. Okay, everybody learn. We have learned decomposition reaction. What is decomposition reaction? There will be single reactant. When it undergoes decomposition, it forms two or more products. Very simple. Three types of decomposition: thermal, photochemical, electrolytic. Okay. So under thermal, there are three important activity based questions. So I have given your equations. Learn equations and write equations in the examination. You will get marks. Under thermal, three important equations. Ferrous sulfate. Ferrous sulfate, when we heat, we get ferric oxide, sulfur dioxide, sulfur trioxide. These are the gases. Okay. Next, calcium carbonate. When we heat, we get calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is gas. Lead nitrate, PbNO32. Lead nitrate, when we heat, we get lead oxide, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen are the gas. So there may be a question like this when it comes to the lead nitrate. Name the color of the fumes liberated when lead nitrate is heated. See here, they will ask. That is the brown fumes. Brown fumes. When we heat lead nitrate, we get brown fumes. Okay, easy. So next, let us move towards the next type of reaction, that is displacement reaction. Friends, it's very easy, friends. Everything is possible only when you focus and learn. Learn. Nothing is impossible. Definitely you will score good marks in the supplementary examination. Okay, now let us focus towards displacement reaction. How can we define displacement reaction? See, in displacement reaction, there will be a reactant. There will be two reactants. What happened here? The more reactive element, it displaces the less reactive element. That's all. Very simple. So take an example. There will be A, B, C. Okay. So AB is a compound and C is one. Okay. So here A, it may join with C, or C, it may join with B. It depends upon how reactive an element is. Okay. In simple, I'll teach you. What is displacement reaction? More reactive element displaces the less reactive element. How can we write? See, more reactive element displaces less reactive element. Okay, that's all. You can also write a metal in this place. Okay, more reactive metal displaces less reactive metal. Okay, this is called as displacement reaction. So now I will teach you few examples. Very easy. As I told you, depends upon the metal which is more reactive, which is less reactive, it displaces. Okay, so now the first example for this, I'll write iron, that is Fe plus CuSO4, copper sulfate. Okay, think it as A, B and C. Think it as A, B and C. Okay, what happens? A combines with C. Now, A combines with C. What it forms? Fe combines with SO4. It forms FeSO4, that is ferrous sulfate. And what is displaced? Copper is displaced. I told you no, more reactive metal displaces the less reactive metal. More reactive metal displaces the less reactive metal. Here, iron is more reactive than copper. Iron is more reactive than copper. Iron displaces copper from the copper sulfate solution. Iron displaces copper from copper sulfate solution. Okay, so let's write another example. Zinc. Zinc plus CuSO4. Again, think it as A, B, C. A combines with C. ZnSO4. It is ZnSO4 What is displaced again? Copper is displaced. Zinc is more reactive than copper. Okay, it displaces copper from the copper sulfate solution. More reactive element is displacing the less reactive element, that is metal. More reactive metal displaces the less reactive metal. Clear? So this is what the displacement reaction. Very easy. Okay, what is displacement reaction? More reactive metal displaces the less reactive metal. Write these examples. It's very easy. Okay. So next, moving to the last type of reaction, double displacement. Double displacement reaction. Double displacement reaction is still more easy. Double displacement reaction is still more easy. Very simple answer. Here, what is double displacement reaction? There will be mutual exchange of ions. Mutual exchange of ions can be seen. Ions or atoms can be seen in the double displacement reaction. Okay. So write mutual exchange of atoms, or you can also write ions. Mutual exchange of atoms or ions can be seen in the double displacement reaction. Okay, let's write example. Sodium sulfate Na2SO4 combines with barium chloride BaCl2. Now think it has A and then B, then C and D. We have seen in the displacement reaction A combines with C. There was left by B, right? Now here A combines with D, B combines with C. A combines with D, B combines with C. See, A combines with D, B combines with C. So what is the product form? A combines with D, NaCl, that is Na2Cl is there, it is NaCl, it becomes NaCl. So here it is vice versa. When B combines with C, we cannot write first ion and then metal. Okay, first we have to write barium, then we have to write sulfate. So it is BaSO4, barium sulfate and sodium NaCl, sodium chloride. We have to balance this reaction. I hope you all know how to balance the equations. If you don't know, write in the comment section. I will make a video for that. I'll teach you how to balance the equations. Okay. So this is an example. A combines with D, B combines with C. Mutual exchange of atoms or ions. You can see here, this is an ion, this is an ion. It has been exchanged. This ion exchanged with the barium. Here chlorine. This ion exchanged with the sodium. Mutual exchange of ions we have seen. This is double displacement reaction. Clear? See, in the examination, this year examination also same double displacement question it has been asked. I'll show you the questions. Friends, this year also they have asked question from the double displacement reaction part. You can see the reaction of barium chloride with aluminum sulfate solution is an example for which type of chemical reaction. See, if you see the question, you have to understand. It is very easy to understand. Barium chloride, A and B. Okay. Aluminum sulfate, C and D. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which type of reaction? It is double displacement. Mutual exchange of ions takes place. 1 mark you got. Okay, then next question, why? Why? As I already told you answer. Why? Because the exchange of ions between the reactants takes place. Reaction you have to write balanced chemical reaction. If you know the name of the chemical symbols of the metals, it is very easy for you to write the chemical equations. Okay, now let me teach this. See, they gave barium chloride with aluminum sulfate. Barium chloride, Ba. Chloride, Cl2. Barium chloride, aluminum sulfate. We have sodium sulfate, right? Right, aluminum, Al2 and sulfate, SO4, 3. Barium chloride and aluminum sulfate. See, A, B, C and D. A combines with D, B combines with C. What is the product form now? Barium sulfate, aluminum chloride. Barium sulfate, aluminum chloride. AlCl3. You have to balance this. That's all. Very simple. If you write this equation, 1 mark. Okay. If you define what is this double displacement, it's a reaction where mutual exchange of ions is seen. That's all. 1 mark you got. Why? Because the exchange of ions is seen. That's all. So if you write this, you will get 3 total marks. This is all about double displacement reaction. So apart from this, in this lesson, very important topics are oxidation and reduction. Oxidation and reduction. What is oxidation reaction? Addition of oxygen. See, very simple. Addition of oxygen is oxidation. How can we define in another way? Oxidation, removal of hydrogen. See, if we add oxygen, it is oxidation. If we remove hydrogen, it is oxidation. Reduction is reverse. What is reduction? Removal of oxygen, addition of hydrogen. Very simple. See, removal of oxygen, reduction. Addition of hydrogen, reduction. These topics are very important, oxidation and reduction. So for this one example I will give you. See, in the exam also they have been asked. In this year exam also they have been asked. See, they asked like this. They gave one equation. So let me take this equation only, I will teach you. Copper oxide plus hydrogen gives rise to copper plus hydrogen. Okay. So what is the question asked? In this reaction, name the reactant that is oxidized, that is reduced. How to know whether it is oxidized or whether it is reduced? See, addition of oxygen is oxidization. Okay, what is reduction? Removal of oxygen or addition of hydrogen is reduction. Let's see which is oxidized and which is reduced now. So now if you observe the copper oxide, this is a reactant. In the product it became copper. Copper oxide, it became copper. That means what are you observing here? There was oxygen. Now there is no oxygen. What happened now? Removal of oxygen is seen. Okay. Removal of oxygen is what? Reduction. Removal of oxygen is reduction. Right? So in the product you have hydrogen. In the reactant you have water. What is not there here? Oxygen is not there. What is here? There is oxygen. What is the difference you have seen? You have seen that oxygen is added. So it is oxidation. So it is oxidation. Got an idea? See, copper oxide, oxygen is there in the reactant. In the product, no oxygen. So here, oxygen is removed. Removal of oxygen is reduction. Okay? Here, hydrogen, there was no oxygen with the hydrogen. In the product side, there is oxygen. For hydrogen, we have added the oxygen. So it is oxidation. Understood? So this is reduction, this is oxidation. What is oxidation? Addition of oxygen is oxygen. Removal of hydrogen is oxidation. What is reduction? Removal of oxygen is reduction. Addition of hydrogen is also reduction. Clear? The question is here. In this reaction, name the reactant that is oxidized. Which is oxidized here? Which is oxidized means which is been added by oxygen. Hydrogen is being added by oxygen. Which is oxidized? Hydrogen is oxidized. Hydrogen is, now it is oxidized. Which is reduced now? Reduced means removal of oxygen or addition of hydrogen. If you observe copper oxide, it became copper. So removal of oxygen. So here copper oxide, that is CuO. Okay, copper oxide is reduced because copper oxide, it loses the oxygen. So it is reducing. Clear? So this type of concept also they will ask. The only thing which you have to know is how can we identify it is oxidized? How can we identify it is reduced? Know this. It's very easy. If you know this, it is very easy to understand. Clear? Friends, the last concept I will teach you, don't think it is heavy, but all the concepts are very easy. Last concept here is, in this lesson they may ask you about the rancidity and corrosion. Basically, rancidity concept is very, very important. See, what is rancidity? How can we define rancidity? See, when fats and oils are oxidized, they become rancid and their smell and taste change. Okay, this is the definition for rancidity. Best example, chips packet. The chips packet are filled with the nitrogen, right? Why? Because it should not loses the fats and oils in it. If it loses fat and oil, it becomes rancid. As a result of rancidity, what happens? Its taste, its smell changes. Okay, so that is the result of rancidity. For example, if you have seen the rice kept in the rice kept without closing the lid. When it is kept for longer period of time, what happen? It get rancid. After a day, what happen if you do not close the lid for the rice and keep it outside? You feel like there is a foul smell which is coming out of the rice. It is because it is undergoing oxidation. Okay, clear? So what is rancidity? How can we define rancidity? See, when fats and oils are oxidized, right along with me, what happen? They become rancid. They become rancid. Their taste and smell changes. Okay, so this is how we define the rancidity. Example for this: flushing nitrogen to chips packets. Okay, this is best example. How can we define rancidity? When fats and oils are oxidized, they become rancid. As a result of this, what happens? Their taste and smell changes. Clear? So next, the concept is corrosion. What is corrosion? See, if there is a metal which is been exposed to the atmospheric moisture or to the acid, what happens? The metal undergo corrosion. Best example, you can see some diyas, the silver diyas kept in your puja room. Okay, when it is been exposed for longer period of time to the atmosphere, that is to the moisture, what happened? That silver metal changes its color. It turned to the black. That silver get a coat of black color on it. That is called as corrosion. Very simple. Okay, so how can we define corrosion? When a metal is attacked by substances like moisture or acids, right, etc., it corrode, and we call this as corrosion. We call it as corrosion. Okay, example: black coating on silver. You can also see green coating on copper vessels. You can see green coating on copper. Okay, so this is for your SSLC supplementary examination from the lesson chemical reactions and equations. Okay, I hope all these concepts are very, very easy friends. Write it, whatever I have written here, just one sheet of paper. Okay, it may take you 30 minutes time. Within 30 minutes time, you can learn for 4 marks. Okay, so if you want, just once again play this video, recall the concepts, definitely you will understand. So 4 important reactions learn: combination, decomposition, displacement, double displacement reactions you learn. Under decomposition, you learn thermal, photochemical, electrolytic decomposition. Learn these equations, and then you learn double displacement reaction. Okay, then learn the concept oxidation reduction, which is oxidized, which is reduced. By knowing this concept, you will understand. Next, finally, you learn rancidity and corrosion. You will get 4 marks out of this. Okay, so in the next session, I will come up with another concept. Friends, I hope this video is useful for you. If this video is useful and if your friends are needing writing supplementary examination, please kindly pass this video to them also. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel and click the bell notification for all the new videos. That's all for this session. I'm signing off. Thank you.